know what it is. This your boy Get Stacks. Make sure you tune in to Run Tell That, you dig?
Nigga, he was kicking that blase, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You don't need to go out with him no more. You need to quit. He on Instagram so extra. Why you so extra, son? She extra, like she's super duper, she extra. No, he be talking, he ain't about that life. He'll see me and like, you ain't eating nothing. You ain't even up. You got me twisted, sitting around, ain't got no job, eating textures.
Now run, tell that.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to Run Tell That. I am your boy Get Stacks.
And I'm your girl Candace. What is good?
What's up, y'all? On today's show, we have who?
Diggy Dolce. It's gonna be awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
We also got poet Nefertkau.
All right. We also got your boy Brett Farve coming up here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great
Yeah.
show. Great show.
Yes, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Miss Diggy Dolce, how you doing?
Yo, I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. Amazing.
Great.
Absolutely
Welcome to the
amazing.
show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So let's get to it. What's the best part? Do you like doing the rapping part or the producing part?
Definitely producing. Rapping is like kind of, I guess creating music is like a personal thing now, more than a public thing. I still do it, but I really, really love the role that I've been able to take on as like a producer, recording engineer, artist development manager kind of person. That's like my main source of income, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah, where
well,
you
I'm
from?
Ethiopian.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Ethiopian, East African.
Both your parents?
Both of my parents. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Proud
how?
African. Yeah.
So how was that?
Well, it's so funny. So I started off with the name Diggy, right? And I changed my name to Nardos. I mean, I still go by Diggy because a lot of people know me like that. That's the brand that I built. Nardos Endale is my first and middle name.
Okay.
And it just, I'm getting older, and with everything, I guess, as far as identity is concerned, especially being in this climate after like the post-Trump era.
Right. Yeah.
I just really found myself when I started calling myself by my actual name. And when I converted my career persona and made that my actual name, it just kind of, I don't know, it created some kind of confidence, or it just made me feel like, a black queen. Like it just,
That's
people,
good.
it's a conversation
Uplifting.
starter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
Diggy was cool.
Yeah.
But Diggy wasn't really reflective of me. So once I started calling myself by my name, I guess I started acting,
Who you are, and bring your queenness
started
out.
bringing all that out. Yeah.
Yes, your heritage and everything.
That's fun. I'm actually looking forward to working with a lot of international artists as well. It's kind of weird. Like I changed my name and I start speaking about my roots and who I am, and then I started gravitating
Speaking of
all this other, Afrobeat artists, reggae artists, Spanish, Latin artists. Like, it's cool.
So how's that been for you?
It's exciting. Yeah, I've been doing rap for 10 years. Maybe a little R&B here and there, maybe pop or whatever, but I never really got to get outside of the genre of, rap, kind of trap rap almost. And like backpack rap, hip hop stuff. So this is just exciting. It's just a different world. It's a different environment. You meet different types of artists, and then because you're working with them, you start to get attracted to their fan base.
Right.
So it just kind of snowballs. It's really cool. Yeah.
So, with that being said, while you've been a female in a predominantly male industry, how does that work out for you?
It works great for me. I carry myself, I guess, in a way, with class and with, I guess I'm a boss in nature, and people respect me, so I don't really have a lot of
Well,
issues.
you came through the door being a boss, though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I think it's how you treat yourself, right?
Right.
And that's how people
Get
treat
that
you.
respect.
Yeah. So it's like I've never really had issues. Do people, you always get the guys that come downstairs. It's like, yo, what you do?
Yeah.
Like they go to the basement, and they go to the studio, and they see me sitting there, and they're like, "So what you do?" And I'm like, "I'm running the session."
Yeah, not here to twerk. You're not here to twerk and everything.
What do I look like? I do like I'm
Right,
sitting at the
right.
control pit. You know, like what do
Yeah.
you mean? I'm the captain.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you a female? Oh, I ain't never seen no female engineer." Like it's like, I've heard that you're dope for a female. Like I've heard that, but I don't know. It kind of adds to the allure. You know, like just recently I put a post out. And I kind of put a video commercial saying I'm looking to work with female artists, and it was very emotionally like 50. Like I'm not being dramatic. It was like so many females was jumping in my inbox and my
Great.
email and
Yeah.
I'm like, it took me 10 years to just
But the
speak
way
on
you-
it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
damn.
The way you branded yourself and your business, it kind of, it picked up like that because you brand real well. Like I watch you like through your commercials, your videos, stuff like that. You do real good
That's
with
what
that.
I went to school. I went to school for marketing, business, and branding. You know, and kind of segue into that. Like that was the new thing that I started doing this year. Is I started speaking what I want to experience and putting it out there.
Yeah.
And it's like frustrating when you sit around and you're like, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish I had this type of client. I wish I could experience this type of session, or I wish I could do da 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 da. And it's like you don't think about like, why are you wishing? Just
do it.
Just put it out
Put
there.
it out there and do
So
it.
I just started speaking it. I started saying, I want to work with more females. I'm a female. I've been doing this for 10 years. I meet females every day that I could give advice to that I just feel like is wasted because I'm not giving it to you. I'm not able to share my experiences with you. So I just put it out there. I want to work with more females, and it's like boom.
So
Right.
so are you producing
coming.
your own artists? Do you have your own artists that you're producing?
Yeah, so I'm like I try to avoid the word manager, but I do work with, and I have been developing a few artists, mostly 17 to 19-year-old girls. And yeah, that's been fun. I'm like their fairy godmother, their musical, mentor. And that's really fulfilling. I've been working with a lot of kids. Parents are really investing in their children's career, which is so crazy to me. So there's parents booking sessions for their like 8-year-olds. Like for real, there's like 7-year-olds coming in. Their dads are writing their verses, and
Yeah.
they it's so, and it's fire, and it's like this is just a cycle that I'm just kind of glad to be a part of now.
So as being a female rapper, do you feel that you have to over sexualize yourself with all the, because with all the girls out here just twerking and everything?
Are you getting butt shots anytime soon?
No.
All right. That's
Just had to ask that.
what I
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I like my little ratio.
Yes.
Um,
Natural.
I like my natural, Now, what I will say, it's funny because we were just talking about this. So I'm in my dirty 30s, even though I'm like 21 in my spirit.
Yeah. Right.
And if you had asked me this like 10 years ago or prior to being this grown-ass woman that I am, I would say I used to feel some type of way about being a female. I used to feel like I had to be so opposite of what the typical hip rap female is supposed to look like, right? So I stay covered up, and I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't do a lot, I just was very,
Right.
I'm trying to be like the guys. Like I'm super hip hop. Like you just gonna hear my words. You don't worry about what I look like.
Yeah.
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 But 10 years later, I don't feel pressure at all. But what I will say is I feel like we have to celebrate our power as women. We have to not be afraid. I used to be very modest, especially in my sessions, because I'm recording a lot of men. I work with a lot of men. So I would just dumb my appearance down just to
Right,
make it
right.
easier for them to concentrate
Right,
and not be
yeah.
so distracted. And an older, much wiser lady, I told her that story, and she said, "No, that's wrong." She's like, "You should never feel like you have to water yourself down in order for a man to
Okay,
know how
right,
to act around you.
right,
You
right.
just carry yourself in a way he's gonna know how to act. Like you own your beauty, you own whatever you want to look like. That's how you look.
Own it.
So like, do I love the WAP culture? Like, I got teenage daughters,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, it is what it is. I like sex appeal. It's sexy.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need a balance. I feel like the same girls that's out here being like super out there, they need to use their voice to be like,
Right.
And I mean, like, I ain't gonna knock Cardi, but like Cardi said it. She's like, I don't let my daughter listen to WAP, but I'm gonna put it out
Put
there.
it out there.
So it's like, I feel like me personally, I don't feel pressure, but I'm definitely starting to own being a woman in this industry and being
But
like,
even-
y'all gotta deal with that. That
Even
ain't my
through the
problem.
photos,
Right.
your photos and everything that you got
Yes.
going on, they still
Yeah.
are sexy, but they
Thank you.
classy too.
Classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like I ain't gonna lie, that's my mission, I guess, especially because I have teenage daughters. I want them to understand it's okay. Like, I was uncomfortable when I did that photo shoot, but then like 30 minutes into it, I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't take that dress off for like 2 days.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
I
I
like
was
this.
walking around the house like, calling everybody darling. And, I felt like a
Yes.
goddess. And it was like, my kids was like, Mom, put some clothes on. And I'm like,
No,
no.
like, no.
I'm feeling myself right now. But they should know how to appreciate themselves without feeling uncomfortable.
So I am a part of Streets Illustrated,
Yes.
and you were on.
OG familiar.
Yeah. So you was on the Most Wanted for the females.
I
How'd that go about?
You know what's so crazy? I don't remember. I feel so bad. I think Mooch hit me up. Rest in peace. Rest in power. I think he hit me up. I know Mozart was the engineer on it because I had just met Mozart. That was just fire, man. I was like a baby rapper. I had just kind of gotten the game, and the other ladies that were on the cypher were more established, and I remember going to shows, watching them. So it was
Yeah.
like pressure for me. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. I shouldn't say this. So when I wrote my verse, I was so nervous. I wanted to go 1st on the cypher, but I wasn't confident like to tell people, like, put me 1st. So when I wrote my verse, the very first line, I put the first lady in a thing, and I like made it a thing.
Yeah.
Like I tried to like speak it
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
song, like,
Yeah.
Diggy, the first lady, you know what I'm saying? And I remember Mozart called me, and he was like, I put you first on there because you said that in your verse. So I figured that was And I was so, like, that was just...
Mozart a good producer.
Oh, he was fire, yeah. He still is, yeah.
Yeah, he doing good.
That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
I want to see that happen again.
So you've definitely grown since then,
Yeah.
musically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much. I would say I'm an artist now. I'm not really a rapper.
Right.
I'm singing. I'm experimenting with my voice. I'm songwriting for people. I've definitely grown. Like, even the topics I talk about are just grown.
Different level.
Yeah, it's just different. I want to make people think. I want to make people feel. I'm not really like pressed to entertain right now. I feel like you get enough of that. So when I'm writing songs now, I'm kind of like, how can I make somebody cry? How can I make somebody look at themselves and be
Feel
like,
it.
damn,
Yeah. Feel
you
every
talking about
word.
me? You know what I mean? Like, empower you, like, but not be corny with it.
Right.
Like, still have fun and enjoy life. But I want to, words are spells. When you speak things, they really manifest. And so it took me a long time to understand the role that we as entertainers have when people really listen.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that watch you and there's people that listen to you. I've never been the visual entertainer. I've always been like, just listen, hear what I have to say. So now that I know the power of my words, I really want to, use them.
Let everybody know where they can find you at.
NardosEndale.com. That's my website. It's Endale, and everything's on there.
All right.
Right.
Everybody give it up for Diggy Dolce.
Thanks for
Thank
coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just got done doing my interview on the RunTellDat talk show. Make sure y'all tune in and catch that.
We are about to bring a poet up by the name of Nefertkau. Everybody make some noise for Nefertkau, please.
Ball game. He told me he was a baller. So you know me. I want to see that ball game. And I ain't talking about how he breaking ankles and how he hit 3-pointers on some court. I'm trying to see how high his mind aim. Because a woman like me ain't with the mind games. I'll put the square over your circle and give you a mind frame. He acting like he wanted me to ride his way, but if he knew better, he would have known that it got us take flight. And these wings spread so wide, I'll fuck around and push you out your own lane. I'm a game changer. And I'm changing the game with precision. And I don't fuck with fuck boys, so my speed is sort of like moving through different dimensions. See, a low vibrational soul could never control how I shift these gears. I'm like one of the greats. I got the Duran key. I'm walking through portals tightly, sort of how fat feet walking in Chuck's be. They say, in order to play the game, you better not have 2 left feet. I guess that explains how the Raptors lost to the motherfucking Heat. He said, I got money. I said, what that got to do with me? He talked that plantation talk. He don't know he got a slave mentality. He need to vibrate higher. Because all that flashing, I just can't see. I look past the hard rock. I want all the gems, but you wouldn't understand that because you rather focus on what you can provide outside yourself, and you rather sell your soul instead of embrace what's inside yourself, which is royalty. He said he make moves like Jordan in Game 6. And by the licks of my hips, he bet he can score. But all that running game shit is whack to me. I told him, he reminded me of Jordan, March 22, 1986, and with only 43 points, your type of game just ain't working no more. He asked me what this mouth do. I said, you should be more concerned on how my spirit move, but this mouth spit verbs, wordplay. But they don't talk no shit. And if you would stop talking so much and just listen, I could tell you how to get mentally rich. See, I'm like Harriet Tubman in the modern day. I could have freed so many niggas from their mental bondage if only they knew that they were fucking slaves, and you want to be a baller of all things. You just don't know that you're a king. And since numbers don't lie, keep checking your watch. See, he forgot that Adam ate the apple too, so all that game you used to just lets me know that you're attracted to strange fruit. Because it's going to come a day when all that balling going to stop. And you're going to wish you had knowledge yourself, and that ain't no shot. That's just one of those type of motherfucking games that can't be brought. Ball game. Mindset. Protest. But they rather us put our hands up, our fists down, demasculate our black men, treat our black women like circus clowns, but I put my suit on today in hopes to save us as we protest. Laced up my boots and tied my hair up today. See, they want to chain and mute us today. But our ancestors done put in so much work, ain't no way in the name of their white Jesus that they can save us today. Fuck Jim Crow. They never wanted us to vote, state or local. They want black folks to move like dead fish and just go with the flow. See, we've been running the show. No ringmasters. We've been on our own watch today. They say black folks got a few screws loose today. Well, I stay on my Fruit Loops. So let me milk these white folks for all the shit that they stole from us today. See, Martin Luther King had a dream, but we ain't living in that dream today. And just like Mandela let the white man poison the cerebellum, our minds ain't on no slave ship today. Nah, we on another type of mindset. So this is how I talk to the lost souls on their level of their own mindset. Mindset. I'm trying to find where your mind at. Mind games ain't never paid me no mind, and I don't live by the clock, so excuse the way my mind is set. Mindset. Too many loose thoughts be running through your mind, and you might want to tighten that. My mind stays sharp. My words will cut your thoughts like metaphors, and you can never mind that. Mindset. No fabric needed to make your mind clap, but I'll bring the audience just so you can see how a woman like me can give you a makeover, just so you can make your mind up. And yet they say cotton is the fabric of our lives. Well, I ain't that soft, and I ain't cut from that cloth. The average woman can never walk a mile in my shoes because I walk with precision. And the way these heels is cut, they say a hard head makes a soft ass, and you keep falling down and don't want to get up. So sis, tell me where your mind at. Mindset. Too many want to be a master, but can't even master mind the master's mind, even if they had the doctrines to master that. No robes, nor a hat. You can't even sit with a master's sat. Slave mentalities will never place you in the front of the line because slaves were known for walking behind the master's back. Mindset. And yet they say the fruit don't fall too far from the tree, but when the fruits of your labor never came free, what kind of mindset makes you any different from me? See, the hustle costs, but the struggle comes with the fee. But it costs you $0 to sell your mindset to another slave just to become the master's. PIMP. Mindset.
Yes.
All right, how you been?
I've been good.
All right.
Been good.
So how long you been doing spoken word?
Actually, I started doing poetry. I started when I was 16 writing.
Okay.
But I've been performing for like 3 years. Started at the Nest, former Lincoln Cafe on Long Street. And ever since then, I ain't stopped. So,
Okay. Where you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
All right. What's up?
Atchison.
Atchison.
Sorry.
12 12:39.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So how do you select what pieces to do when you perform? Like, what's your inspiration by when you get to the stage?
You know, I am an empath, and I'm a writer, so my mind is projective. So sometimes it depends on the person and the energy that says, I need you
Okay.
to do a piece, or can
Okay.
you perform for me? And it just, the person that's telling me to want me to
You have
do
the
something,
energy.
I know what I can bring. You know, a lot of real life stuff is going on. So, I hate to say it, I grew up in the hood, but you know,
That's what it is.
It is what it is.
sometimes
too.
everybody don't want to hear
Shit.
no hood shit, but you know, I want to talk about stuff that touch the soul that's from the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What
right.
we grew up with, what we had to deal with, what we still dealing with. So sometimes I tap into myself, but it just depends on the person that's asking me, hey, I need you to perform here, and I just take their energy, and I'm like, you know what? I need to just do something like this.
Right.
So what inspires your poems, your spoken word? What inspires you?
What inspires me, life, air. I'm gonna say air, because without air, we have no breath.
Right.
We are not here. I'm a very humble individual that love the universe. So everything I do is universal. You know what I'm saying? Without the universe, who are we?
Exactly.
So a lot of things that inspire me is love, people's character,
Yeah.
my walk in life, other people's walk in life, purpose. We all need purpose. And just, you know, just showing my gratitude for life in general.
Right.
You know, I'm thankful for life. There's a point in time I didn't almost make it. So,
Right.
you know, I'm really thankful for that. So, yes.
Compared to the music and comedy scene here, how does how is the poetry scene?
Here, like in Columbus,
Yeah.
or it's kind of the same as doing music, because I do
Okay.
a little rap myself.
Oh,
But
do you? You got bars.
Do you want?
Go ahead,
don't
spit
play
some
with me.
bars.
So I actually did a track with my sister's husband, Sneak Sinatra. I don't know if y'all
Okay.
heard of him, but this is one of the songs we got together, and it goes like this. They be sipping on that lean, I be smoking on my green. Ride with Sneak, and you know he bout them things. I don't got a team, I be with just me. Ball so hard like I got some fucking rings. Wheels on drip, you can call them wet dreams. Pockets caked up, you can call them Krispy Kreme. I be so keen, they be like, yo, what you mean? Like I be in the trap, but I am not a trap queen. He said he got that D, I will feel it in my spleen. I said, no thanks, I already got a king. Don't fuck with fuck boys, they don't got a fucking thing. Don't flock with you birds, so you ain't shitting on me.
Okay. Drop them bars real quick.
little bit. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's all the same.
Yeah. So what's stopping you for going into that further?
You know
Because you
what?
can write, obviously.
Yeah,
You can
I
poet.
make so many moves. It's just, you know, my mind is so projective. I always want to do something, and so when I figure out I want to do something, I stop doing that project and I want to move to something else. So it's like when you like got so much talent, it's like you don't know exactly when to start, when to stop, when to finish, when to do this, go back to that, do this. So I'm always just trying to do so many things that I forget that what I started.
So do you ever get writer's block?
I do. I do. Yeah, that's life.
Yeah, I think every writer do it because when I was
Yeah.
doing music, I'll be like, man, I can't write.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you get out of that?
For me, I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay.
So I meditate. I pay attention to the moon phases.
Yeah.
So trust and believe. I collect my moon water, charge my crystals,
sage.
burn my sage, take my
plant those
spiritual baths
seeds.
with my Florida water.
That's hey Tula, you do that, Tula? That's it. Tula feeling that. Okay.
Yeah, you know about that.
So I tap in.
Stay in tune.
Tap in.
right.
That's what's up. Tap into your spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
got
higher
to.
self, the
Yeah.
higher me. Without the higher you,
Yeah.
you know, I do my shadow work. Those that know about that.
Okay.
That's much needed for you to, you know, progress is a process. So if you
Yeah.
want to get through it, you gotta the yin and the yang, the
Okay.
light, the dark. You gotta go into the dark side to tap into the light side of you. So
Yeah. So let's talk about this because I don't know if everybody know you was in an accident.
Yes.
What happened?
So this was like 15 years ago. Drinking and driving. I love to drink.
Yeah.
Me too.
I love to drink. And I'll be honest, because some people like to hold back on their story and don't give the important parts.
Right.
But I was drinking and driving. For those that know, the M&M, they used to make them good drinks. And I was drinking 151. 151 was my drink of choice. So I used to love me some 151.
Oh, yes.
So I was drinking and driving. I was taking a friend home. Fell asleep at the wheel. I was right around the corner from my house at Refugee where the train tracks is. Fell asleep.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was asleep for like hours, but it was only like a couple of seconds. When I woke up, I was coming into a semi truck. So I had no choice but to duck. So what I did was when I hit the semi truck, I crushed my whole face.
Okay.
So I was in the hospital for 7 days. I had a trach. Had my nose done twice. They had to take both of my rib bones.
I was about to say you can't even tell. Yeah.
No, you can't tell, but I have a pen right here. So when they say testimony, I mean I'm supposed to be here.
Yes.
But
Blessing.
you know, I never take for granted my life.
Right.
But I know that after this life, there's an afterlife. And normally people are scared of death, but and this is just my personal opinion that we all transcend, we all come back. So there's really nothing to be afraid of. I understand death for what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah. So do you present some of that recovery into your poems and stuff?
I did a poem about life, about what was it called? I did a poem about kind of like reincarnation, about, you know, life and how people don't really understand death.
Yeah.
And I think if people would really understand death, is because to me, it's like when we have a loved one that dies, like we mourn so hard.
Yeah.
And we forget the fact that where we come from is actually death is a celebration.
Yeah.
Right.
If you think about what's going on in the world today, and we just so sad, but just think they kind of going into a better place. Like they not here no more in this craziness. You know what I'm trying to say? So death to me is a real touchy subject because a lot of people ain't open-minded as to how you transcend and go into how we have all these different realms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people still stuck in the 3D.
Yeah.
So, you know, everybody mourn different, and I respect that. But when you really on a higher level of consciousness and spirituality, you'll understand the greater meaning of death. So,
Oh, that's right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you at.
well, you can find me on Facebook at Nefertkau. That's Nefertkau. Offset Al-Henna. I'm on Instagram at Nefertkau. I do have my own clothing line. So my clothing line page is on Facebook, Comedic Life. That's Lyfe. Clothing based on Egyptian culture. Check me out. I do sea moss. I make jewelry. I do personal paintings.
Okay.
So when I say I make so many moves, y'all ain't seen me move
Right.
yet.
All right.
And they can find you on Atchison.
No. I'm on the south side, but
Okay, got you.
Thank
you may see me on the south side.
All right,
Thank you
get
for
some.
coming to the show.
Make it,
problem.
give it
Thank
up
you
for
for having me.
Nefertkau, y'all.
Thank you.
What's up? It's Nefertkau. Tune in to RunTellDat. I'm back.
What up? Make some noise for Brett.
What up?
Welcome to the show.
Yo,
Good to have you here today.
thanks for having me.
Yes.
Sure. What's up, my brother?
What's going on with you, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Grinding.
Grinding. You stay grinding. Busy guy.
Yeah. A lot going on. Yeah. How you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm doing good.
All right.
So what got you to the point where you're at now? You was kind of heavy in the streets, you know, kind of around with the law, and then what got you to where you are now? What was that change that said, this is it? Let me change my lifestyle a little bit.
Man. That's a long story, but you know, just growing up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Knowing it was more to life, more to myself. It was
Speaking to the mic for me.
my fault. It was some greatness, man. I had in myself. I had to tap into that.
Right.
I had to get to it, man, and be more than just a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be successful, man, and do something that I can pass on and make these kids proud and all that, the family, and,
Right.
and actually just a path, man. Show these other cats, man, this other stuff we could be doing. Just being a leader, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You do a lot of inspirational things now. I see growth in you.
Yeah,
for sure.
man.
What you got on the table? Tell me about a spider web.
It's a independent film I'm doing. Man, I wrote it probably a few years ago, and
You wrote it yourself?
okay, yeah. Got a few scripts, man. I've been writing scripts for a little minute. I actually got a real major script that I got, but this one right here is just gonna open the door up
Right.
for that one. So, but I wrote it a couple years ago. Was in a different little place back then. Was shopping it around, talking to a lot of people about collabing with it, and it just like never worked out. Like you know what I mean? So, now it's like I'm able to fund the whole thing myself. I don't need nobody's help. So it's gonna be a dope.
Do it independently.
Yeah, it's real dope. It's a dope story. It's actually a short film, but it's gonna be 3 short films: part 1, part 2, and part 3. So, yeah, crazy like love triangle type of thing, man. It's like some Tyler Perry type of shit, man. Like some commercial shit that's going, people are gonna eat up real quick and open the door up for this other one. Yeah. Got a dope cast. My man Chris Deal, Creed, Nancy Nicole, Linda Russell, and Kenyatta Hughley. So it's only 5 characters to it. And one of the problems I had with the other scripts was like having this big, huge cast. It's so hard to do some shit like that, man. Trying to get everybody on the same page.
Depending on other people and everything.
Everybody on one day to be there, and everybody working, and kids and all that shit. Like,
What you say? You know all about that, huh, Vegas?
Man, it's hell, man. It's hell. It's hell. So I broke it down to, 5 characters, real easy to shoot type of thing, man, and it's coming along real good. Yep. So it should be ready about April. On all the streams and everything like that. So
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
yeah.
So you're involved in the community a lot too. So what you got going on involved now?
Man, I had got back into it real heavy like earlier last year, man, working with the kids and the youth and all that. Then COVID came around and kind of slowed everything up. But I still got my nonprofit, the Young World Foundation.
Okay.
Working with the youth, trying to get them, on some better things with them, creating some more leaders, man. That's one of my main things, man, is being a leader, man, and creating leaders. That's what we need out here.
Especially right now for the youth, because this city wilding. So,
Wilding out.
Yeah,
Man.
take initiative.
It's crazy. I ain't never seen it like this before. None of us ever seen it like this before. So it's going to take us all, though, to get involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
As far as actors and actresses in Columbus, how hard is it to come across them? That's serious, because I learned when I was trying to do stuff, and I know V probably went through it when he was doing his movies and shit like that, but don't nobody want to be at. Don't nobody want to play certain ropes, like, oh, I can't get beat up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the dope fiend. I don't want to be like it's stupid as hell. How you feel about that?
It's crazy, man. You just got to learn how to move around it. A lot of cats don't even got the experience to be talking about they want to do this and want to do that. Like, you gotta get your foot in the door first before you can do all that. But I mean, it's some talent out here, man. There's some talent out here, but a lot of the time it was just crazy because we know so many people, got so many friends, and everybody think they just automatically, oh, that's my dude. So you get a like, bro, you ain't no actor, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's serious.
Yeah.
So you be
I get that with this show. Like, hey, put me on the show. I be like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, what am I putting you on here for?
Yeah, man. So you be kind of tied, like between being friends with people and trying to do what you got to do,
business.
professionally. Man. So So everybody out there who did make the cut, man, ain't nothing personal. It's just-
Maybe next time. Keep
Next
trying.
time,
Get your shit up.
Yeah, it ain't nothing
Right.
personal, man. So,
This was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what side of town you from, man?
Oh man, from up north, man.
North side.
South Mott, Brittany Hills, in the area.
Told you, Brittany Hills, South Mott.
So is that what influenced you to quit smoking weed? Because you staying out there and had to stay more aware of your surroundings?
It was just like,
Catch that.
yeah, you gotta be alert. Yeah, nah, it was just, man. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I got work to do, man. I can get high anytime I want, man. So I'd rather get high when I'm sitting back, in my office or something, man,
Right.
successful. You know what I mean? And then I
the
can really
benefits.
enjoy being high. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
So you got a podcast?
yeah. Come through the podcast, me and Nancy Nicole. Been doing that for a little while now. We just took a little break to focus on this movie, but it's a dope little show. It's actually more like a talk show than a podcast.
Exactly.
You can actually watch it, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
instead of listening. And we do it kind of like a in living color, with guests and interviews and stuff. We actually did do skits,
Okay.
little
Okay.
skits, and
Yeah.
sketch comedy
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Musical guests and shit
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, it's pretty dope. Something different. Yeah. So we be back at that here soon after
Yeah.
this movie. Yep. I get
How
you on
long?
there.
How long? Yeah, no doubt. How long have you been shooting the movie?
About 6 months now. Started with the getting the cast and all that. That whole process was a lot. You know what I mean? And so we actually been filming for about a month now.
Okay.
The actual filming part. But it's a dope process, man, from start to finish, man. And this is my first one that I'm doing like this. With the whole control of it. So going through each phase, man, it's a learning process, man. It's dope. It's dope. I'm loving it. Every bit of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Tell the people where they can find you at.
I'm on the block.
Yeah. What black?
Nah, I'm on IG, Brett Farve, and
yes.
Facebook, Brett Farve. We got
Yes.
the Spiderweb motion picture pages up on there too as well. Got the Come Through podcast page on Facebook, and also the Young World Foundation.
Get that out there.
That's what's up. Everybody give it up for Brett.
Yes. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Yes.
For sure. Rest in peace to my man, Big Mooch.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Brett Favre, man. I'm rocking with my man, Get Stacks. RunTellDat Talk Show, man. They got some fire going on over here, man. Make sure y'all check that out.
She extra like she super. She super duper. She extra. No, he be talking. He ain't about that life. You'll see me and I be like, you ain't eating nothing. You ain't even up. Got me twisted. Sitting around ain't got no job eating textures. Now run tell that.